I would have to say interesting would be the first one. Diverse, and then 2, emotional. I think my music has changed a lot from the first and second album to now just because of some of my experiences I was able to write about and put them on this record. So it makes me sing from a different place when I sing things that I've actually experienced. Well, preparing for the new album was not really that hard. It was more of getting used to being back in the studio or traveling some. It was a little different from just sitting at home. So I had to get used to more of the emotion, the actual doing it. And that was something that took about a month. After that, I was back in the usual swing of things. My songwriting process is not really one that's that extensive. I keep a tape recorder always with me, so if I think of something, I can put my thoughts there, and I never lose them. But one thing that always happens, whether I'm writing or I'm just sitting for a minute, if I get a quiet moment, I'll have a creative thought and I try to keep it with me and use it again later. So the process is normally just me taking my ideas to whichever producer I'm working with at the time, and that's finding a way to make it fit. So it's been pretty easy. It normally takes me a couple of hours for the writing process and to make sure everything is the way we want it. And then I record, and 2 days later we have a song. Well, my latest video, All Eyes on Me, the concept of it is more of just kind of feel good, having a good time. I'm shopping, I'm out in LA just having a good time, and then you see me go to the club and kind of act out the song. So I do a short dance break, and in the video it's funny because you see people actually watching me, and it doesn't happen quite that way when you get dressed to go out, but it was a fun video, and Chris Robinson made it really easy for me to feel comfortable doing it. You know, just being out and about in LA too was a good thing because it gave me a chance to see people and people to kind of see me being out and look different. I look different in the video. I wore some different things, and hair and stuff looks pretty different, so we'll see if people like it. Well, P.Y.T was a song that I loved a lot when I was younger, but mind you, when it came out, I was 3 years old. So my cousin was telling me that I should really redo it, and I had thought about it, but my favorite song personally was Rock With You. So I was kind of in limbo about it, and then Rodney did something to the track that just caught my attention. And after him calling Michael and getting permission to do it and getting some original vocals to add to it, it just all came together, and it was easy for me to write and finish. You know, I normally feel that all eyes are on any person in particular that has ever experienced that 1 second where you feel like you have people's undivided attention. But for me, it can be a good and a bad thing. But as far as my song is concerned, it's more of a good thing, because if you go out and you want to have a good time, then you like for eyes to be on you. But other than that, maybe not. Living my life in public is probably the hardest part, because there have been things that have happened that I can't change. I can only take them in stride. But I think the best thing about it is that it still gives me the chance to bring my personal life into my music, and people understand it just as well. Well, when I was young, I think I just enjoyed singing. Now, I expect a lot out of life, but I also expect to work hard for the things that I want in life. So I think it's totally different how I view it then and how I view it now. But as far as my life is concerned, I look forward to doing a lot of different things, whether it's in music or in acting. I've kind of stopped doing modeling as much, but I'm looking forward to doing a lot of different stuff as far as this record is concerned. Producers are always important. They're key. I mean, if there's 100%, they're the half. They're 50. So I look forward to working with the producers, because they normally come to me with either ideas, or if I have an idea, they normally complete it. But producers are definitely a whole half of production, and they're half of what you need to complete a song. I don't know who I would like to do a duet with. I've been looking forward to working with maybe some male artists, because Brandy in my song, I love it a lot, and I haven't really thought of another female that I like to do one with. But maybe do one again with Usher, or maybe one of the guys from NSYNC. That'd be really nice. I think the biggest inspiration was the fact that I had been gone for a while, and the fact that I missed music so much drove me to want to do a new album now, at this particular time. But the thing that I'm most proud of on the record, I didn't do very many collaborations, but I did a song that I kind of did in dedication to another artist that I love, which is Tupac. He was a very honest artist, and he always spoke from an honest place, which I admire that. But I did a song called You Deserve. Dallas Austin produced it, and it's off of his Hail Mary record. I did it with a local artist in Atlanta. I think the feel of the album is emotional at some points. It's just feel good at some points, and then it's still danceable. I think the record is a combination of those three things, and that gives it more of a vibe of, I think you would say, more modern. It's kind of like modern music with me singing old soul on top of it. So the music is different from the vocals. I believe Cry No More, which is a song also produced by Rodney Jerkins, will be the second single. But one thing about Cry No More is it's a record that I consider more of like an anthem, because it's a song that basically says you'll take no more of whatever it is that has been being dished out to you. So hopefully it'll be one of those records that people will sing when they want you out of their face. I wrote this song is more of a song that was talking about one subject in particular. I experienced a tragedy that basically changed me as a person. And I wrote this song, was the first song that I ever wrote. I got the song from Soul Shock and Carlin, and it was already written. And I asked them, did the writer mind me rewriting it around my situation? And they agreed, and it came out. I was excited about the song because it became more than I even expected, especially with it being my first time. So that was As the World Turns for me. It changed how I looked at my music and how I chose to sing my music. That was the song that started it all for me. You Should Have Known was produced by Jermaine Dupri. And the song, You Should Have Known, kind of makes it hard to tell what the actual song is about, but it's about a young girl, and the person that she cares about is incarcerated. And so during the incarceration, she is explaining how she feels, and Jermaine Dupri produced the song, and one of my favorite writers to write with came in and helped me do everything, which is Harold Lilly. He wrote some great songs. So we got everything done on that song in like a day. Well, on the song You Deserve, which Dallas Austin produced, it was a takeoff of Hail Mary by Tupac, which is one of my favorite artists. I mean, he really was the truth. He spoke the truth. He liked being honest, even if it was controversial, and I like that about him. I did the song with a local Atlanta artist called Dro. His album is coming later in the year. But his voice is reminiscent of Pac in a different way, and it stands out a lot. And I enjoyed doing this song with him because he's more like family. So it was cool to do something that wasn't a topic about Pac, but more of me paying my respects to him. Well, imaging and clothes and stuff, they mean a lot when it comes to you being an artist, because I think people see that before you even open your mouth. When you walk out on stage, you should look a certain way, but it doesn't have to be a certain designer or anything. Well, I didn't say that I wanted to quit singing after the 10th album, but I was looking forward to doing at least 10 albums that were R&B, and I call it secular music, but I'm looking forward to doing gospel records as I get older. And if I continue to release albums every couple of years, I'll at least be in my 30s by the time I get to the 10th one. So hopefully I have something that I'm ready to venture off into, like gospel music or something like that. I'll make different types of albums. You know, I don't know if I listen to non-English songs. I end up listening to songs that have been played in America, but I don't know if Bjork speaks English, but I've listened to her. I need to get
lying to her about